Yo, what's up, guys?
What's going on?
Let me play a slap real quick. Hey, all right. All right, missing my bombs here. Missing bombs. Thank you. Yo. What does it do? This is another episode of the Gentlemen's Club podcast. I'm your boy Cardell. Over there in the back, the Meat King himself.
Yo.
Pause.
This is too early, man.
My
We're like
bad.
35 seconds in.
I know, my bad.
Hey, guys, it's me, Zach. Welcome to another episode of the Gentlemen's Club podcast, episode number 96.
Oh, shit. All right. Getting close.
Wildly unprepared for episode 100 at the moment. We will get there.
Absolutely.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Gentlemen's Club podcast. I know you guys are tuning in from the YouTube because everyone has come to me and told me that streaming our podcast audio-wise has not been a thing as of late. I apologize. I'm actually going to do an audio dump onto all of your favorite podcasting platforms.
That'd be great.
Just giving you guys a fair warning. I think we got one more strike on Spotify, and they're deleting our shit. So I don't know why. So
yeah, we gotta figure that out.
That's actually why I stopped uploading it.
Right, because we was having so many difficulties.
Yeah, we were having some issues, but we will upload them again soon. If you do like what you hear from us, please like, subscribe, hit the share button,
notification bell.
You know, the little
all of those little things.
How you doing, my brother?
Man, you ever had to, you know how like you get off on Friday, right? You get done doing what you're working, you expect to enjoy the rest of your weekend, right? So to have a day off and then to go back into work before you cap out your weekend, it's not a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? So I was at work and feeling like I'm still sitting on the couch relaxing and whatnot. So I felt better overall and whatnot.
Okay.
How you doing, man?
So far so good, you know. Just in the middle of the weekend, wrapping things up, getting ready for next week.
Right.
Feel a shift in the seasons coming.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Very much so.
Try to get some fits off real quick.
Hey,
have you ever done any like street racing? Like not, you know what I mean? You ever been one of those guys? You ever done some races on the street or on the highway? It's just like, you know, drive home like, yeah, I got that nigga. You know what I mean?
yes.
Okay.
And I will.
How's your record? How you feel like your record is? You took some L's?
I took a couple L's.
Okay.
Like, I haven't. Like I drive a decently fast car now.
Okay.
But before I was my imagination was way more active than it should have been with some of the cars I was driving.
Okay.
I drove a Chevy Cavalier for a long time. So.
Oh, you was getting it off.
Hey, I was trying.
I didn't know you drove a Cavalier.
That was my first car.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up.
But I've indulged. There is a story of a street race gone wrong.
Yo, that's save it for another time kind of thing.
I can loosely give details on this. I was racing on the highway downtown actually.
Oh, okay.
And it's three cars. There's three of us.
Okay.
And I know the other two individuals, so we were racing.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I'm in second.
Okay.
Then a cop just blows right by me.
Oh, shit.
I say, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I got off the highway.
Yeah. That's my exit right here.
So they went and got who was in first. And I call him. He's like, bro, I'm fucked.
There ain't nothing you can do. That's the tough part about racing. Because if you in front, that's what they get. They getting the leader of the pack.
When you win, you lose.
Right. No,
so I was like, bro, if you get out of this, you let me know.
Right.
If I don't hear from you, I'll come looking for you tomorrow.
Right. I'll find you later. That's funny. Yeah, I was, you know what I'm saying? I was on the highway and, I got a car that has the potential to be an extremely fast car.
Okay.
From the tuner side, right?
For sure.
So I saw another same vehicle. You know, it was kind of modified and whatnot. And you know how it is. You look over, you say, "Oh shit, that's my car." And then you know what I mean. They kind of look at you, and you got to test the waters a little bit. Somebody gonna hit the gas just a little bit just to see what's what. So next thing you know, I'm on the highway going at an insanely crazy speed.
Okay.
And I'm about to lose. About to.
Okay.
Mans just comes up behind me right on my ass. He about to pass me.
Pause.
Oh, yeah, pause. But we coming up to a point where we're going to have to hit the brakes anyway, right? And, as fast as we was going, I needed a lot of time to slow this down.
Yeah, that's the part they don't tell you about when you're racing.
Yeah, you got to make sure your brakes right. But next thing you know, so I let off the gas, and I look back, and next thing you know, he's slowed all the way down, but his whole wheel came off. His whole front wheel came off, dog. Yeah, and it was funny because at one point I was behind him, and I just think had that had happened while, you know what I mean, I was behind that guy, that could have been really, really tragic.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So
did you beat the wheel?
Yes, I beat the wheel. Good. So it was still very dangerous. At the end of the day, I'm not condoning doing things like that. I usually don't. But yeah, it was an interesting.
I need a gas button or something.
Yeah. But that was the super highlight for my weekend. I won. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here sending niggas to the side of the road. You feel me? No, I'm just playing. Just talking shit.
Putting them out of commission.
Right.
Okay.
That's just what I does when I get out there. Record's still nice though.
So what's your record?
I mean, I don't want them all, nigga.
Nigga, what's them all?
All of them.
Because if you tell me you 1 for 1, get out.
Oh no, come on. No, I've been driving for a long time.
Okay.
But yeah, that was it.
That tells me nothing. Me too, nigga. I've been driving for a long time too.
I've definitely messed around.
You don't want to tell people how much you street race. Are you like Paul Walker out here?
No, I'm not. But I've won a lot of situations that I shouldn't have been driving fast in at all. So I don't even want to brag about the fact.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Understood.
Yeah. Like on some real shit, but I ain't really doing much. Anybody with a Charger can come smoke me. So if you got a Hellcat, you get me out of here.
How humble.
Yeah. No, if you got a Hellcat, you get me out of here. So
anyway, we have. Do we
another group chat submission?
Another group chat submission. I was gonna say, do we want to start with the funnies or do we want to start with?
It depends. It depends because I'm actually not sure where you want to go with it. I know that we can start with the funnies because we can tighten it up at the end with the responsible shit.
Okay. So sent in from our group chat anonymously.
Right.
From the True Gentlemen's Club group chat.
Okay.
A question came up about holding your homeboys accountable when they are in a committed relationship.
Right.
And it's funny because this is a topic of conversation that came up for me when me and my wife first started dating.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So me and my wife, we had just started dating. We had only been dating for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And I was going to Vegas with my single homeboy.
I remember this.
Yeah, we were going to Vegas.
Right.
And when we booked the trip, intentions was all bad. All bad. I'm not even going to lie to you. I had every intention on being a scumbag.
Not you, dog.
But then I end up in this relationship like 2 weeks before the trip. My boy is like, bro, are you fucking serious?
Bruh. You just X'd out
he
half
was like,
the plans.
Can you just put your relationship on pause for a minute?
Just for the weekend.
It's like, no, man, that's not how I operate.
Right.
Especially the situation in which me and my girl got together.
Right.
I couldn't do that.
It was you guys were getting to that down to the wire.
It was pretty much like either we doing this right now
or we not. Right. No, I got you.
So I can't come right back
and be like, hey, can you hold off for like?
Can I get a mulligan? Nah. Okay.
I feel you.
So he was so mad at me.
Yeah.
But my girl, she would always she was like, all right, so you're gonna go to Vegas and what?
Yeah. What's your intentions?
Like we don't.
How you move
at this point? We don't know each other that well.
Yeah, but you're working on it.
Yeah, I'm working on it, and I've been upfront. I've been honest this entire time, so that works in my favor.
Of course,
but she still thinks like you and your single homeboy are going to Vegas for 4 days, and what are y'all gonna do?
Hit the strip.
You
know what I'm saying? Play some poker. You know what I mean?
Didn't gamble a lick.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I drank a lot. Though.
Oh, of course.
But I was like, yeah, we just gonna go out there and just like
see what Vegas has to offer.
Yeah, see what happens.
Yeah, because
she looked at me. She was like, so your friend's probably just gonna encourage you. It was like, yo, just be single. I was like, nah, that's not how my friends operate. She was like, what do you mean? I was like, nah, me and my friends, we hold each other to standards.
That's always an interesting situation when your girl thinks that, some of your homeboys or the way that they move, they feel like, because birds of a feather flock together type shit. Because we've all had situations where we got the single homeboys who might wild out, do degenerate shit.
Right.
And the person who is in a relationship got to hold the line. But we've also seen that those guys who are in committed relationships and then hanging out with the single guys, they start moving like the single guys.
Right.
And that's.
But I can say that our friend group don't move like that.
No, not at all.
Our friend group, the single guys, will tell the dudes in a committed relationship,
hey, this is what I'm on.
This is what I'm on.
Right.
You can't partake in this.
Yeah. If I see you partaking in this, I'm
stopping.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull you to the side. Like, what the fuck you doing?
Right. Like that's how we move, and it's really interesting because I've actually had a conversation with some other people about guy code and all that thing. All that stuff, and how I don't think it's being held in the same regard that I believe it once was.
Meaning guys aren't necessarily holding their friends accountable?
No, they're not.
Okay.
I don't think so. And I think it's a really important part of growth.
Yeah.
And we've had this conversation from a different perspective before, but I think it's really important that you be able to hold the people close to you accountable for their actions.
I would agree. I can speak from my quote unquote past. I've definitely been on the degenerate guy that was in a relationship moving like I was single.
Yeah.
I've definitely come from that place. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I haven't.
Yeah.
And at the time, you do have those people who will encourage you to not, and then you have the people who encourage you to do so.
Like, nah, man, fuck that, live your life.
Yeah, exactly. And then pretend like that didn't see nothing, and none of that shit feel good until you get a phone call or a text message or somebody pulling up, and it's your homeboy's girl.
Right.
And they like, yo, what the fuck was going on last night? He was with you.
Right.
What were y'all doing?
Right.
And
now both of y'all fuck.
Yeah. Now we out of here because eventually I had to start taking the stance of, yo, I'm not gonna be out here lying to y'all girls.
And I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Don't lie to my girl.
Yeah. With that being said, I'm not out here to snitch on you.
Don't put me in a position.
Don't put me in any position I gotta do it. Because at the end of the day, I'm like, hey, go talk to that nigga. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right. And that's gonna say enough right there.
Right. And then even so, you get out of that step and you're just like, well, no, I just don't want to be around anybody that's moving like that in general. So
this is how I look at it. And I've seen dudes try to justify this. It's like, look, man, if you're willing to move that slimy about somebody that you supposedly care about, like your quote unquote lover, I don't know how serious your relationship is, but you're saying that it's serious,
right?
At least to them,
right? Exactly, right.
How can I trust you to move right when it comes to things with us?
Yeah, just as friends.
I can't.
Yeah, and you'll start to see it,
and they'll say it's like, nah, man, that's different.
Yeah.
Like, man, lines get blurred real quick.
They do.
So
and you start to lose your moral compass when it comes to things like that.
100%. So I think it's necessary for not just men, but I think it's important for everybody. It's like, look, man, you got to check your friends when they moving foul.
Yeah, you should.
You have to.
Yeah, and that should be. It's up to them to correct their behavior.
100%.
And especially if you're present in that moment around a certain situation, it's just like I've been there where it's like, all right, I see what y'all on, I'm out. I'll holler at y'all.
Yeah, I can't be part of this shit.
Yeah. And we talk about that all the time. It's like because at the end of the day, we'll crack if we stepped out and you got a slide, we about to go to another spot. You be like, all right, man, I gotta go. It's getting late.
I have dipped out of before. I was like, yeah,
your bachelor party.
I was about to say my bachelor party. Yeah, my own bachelor party.
He was in the fucking house. Didn't go nowhere.
I was like, yo, where y'all going next?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch an Uber.
Don't
worry about it.
I'm sliding back to the crib. Yeah, man. So, it's rough out there, man. It's kind of tough. I know that some guys still moving the bro code and like, I'll hold you down, or I ain't gonna say nothing, or I'll cover for you. And
That shit comes back to bite you in the ass.
It does, and you compromise the whole friend group. You know, it leaves you with a bad reputation. All of the above. Like it's
100%.
just, yeah, it's not nice. So
Yeah, that shit never ends well. So it's just like, man, just let that shit go.
do you feel like the woman's code with women, and when it comes to their
Don't get me started. don't get me started on this.
why?
I have seen
Because I've had that debate.
I have seen group of quote unquote we're like sisters crumble
Because
they ain't really friends.
but yeah, that happens a lot.
I've seen that shit way too many times, and the same women is like, you guys aren't nearly as tight as us and our homegirl. It's like, no, we're like sisters. We'll have each other's back for life. Like,
nah, that's not
y'all
true.
talk shit about each other. It's like, yeah,
I know
we talk shit to each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna
in
tell
each other's face.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him.
Y'all bitches create different group chats to talk shit.
I know stuff about this girl that I shouldn't know, and I know it from you. But she's over here.
I know what every single one of y'all really thinks about everybody.
About everybody.
And I can shoot this whole shit up. I can fuck y'all whole
I knock all of this shit over and ruin the entire night if I get the
whole
topic.
time.
Yeah, it's different for the women. I don't know what they do when it comes to their friends moving foul while they're in a relationship.
And women that are listening, if you don't think that there is a group chat with your friends that you're not included in,
You be
where
bugging.
they talk shit about you,
Damn,
I've seen it too many times.
that's rough, man.
I've seen it too many times. I've been an innocent bystander. I'm not dating none of the women. That's how I got all the juice. I hadn't slept with none of them. I wasn't talking to none of them. I was like, yo,
It's
that's really how y'all move.
yeah, no, it's nasty. If you sit back and observe a female friend group, you'll see a lot of things you didn't
The
expect to
only
see.
time that I've ever seen where men do that thing where they create a group chat without that individual is when it was like, yo, how do we talk to this dude?
Oh, to actually hold him accountable.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, yo, who's going to do it?
Right. What we doing?
What we doing?
How?
Like, all right.
Yeah. No, that's real. And yeah, I definitely think. I wonder. I gotta.
That shit has backfired on me twice, by the way.
What do you mean?
I've had to be the one to say something.
Oh. Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. You saw that the Queen of Queen Elizabeth passed away.
Yeah, I did.
You see how the internet responded to it?
Yeah, I did. Black Twitter is
Going crazy.
Black Twitter is an unkind place for those that aren't
It
familiar.
is, and not even, and Twitter in general is an unkind place.
That's true.
But Black Twitter will definitely go in and make a mess of some things. I saw people that they were tweeting about it. There, I saw it was some clip about a guy interviewing a guy. He was like, "Man, I don't know nothing about the Queen. I was just getting in on it because everybody was roasting her."
Oh my God.
And that's something that really happens. Like, people don't even have to know what's going on. People just want to get their jokes off.
100%.
Yeah, you see somebody getting jumped, it's like not everybody's gonna rush in to save. Some people might come in and just get a kick.
Yeah.
So that was sad and unfortunate.
But I know we talk about it. It's like, okay, there's, it's England, it's the royal family, it's
Yeah, you should knowing the
monarchy.
history about all of the things that they done. It's like, bro, like
y'all pillaged so many
yeah,
African cultures.
yeah. It's like it's kind of one of those things where it's like
Slaughtered.
Yeah, like I don't wish death on nobody, but it's like that doesn't affect my life at all.
Yeah. No, that's kind of been my thing about it. Now, I don't want to be so insensitive that I say I don't care, but it literally changes nothing in my life.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
So,
But I mean,
rest in peace
to the Queen.
That's about all I'm willing to give. I don't really care to deep dive it.
I got you. Do you feel like now that she's gone, you feel like, because I know there were some accusations over on that side of the family. I don't remember all the details.
Oh, that shit getting swept under the rug now that she's gone.
Really?
100%. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we talk about it. That's over there, man. That's across the pond. We ain't got to get it.
Yeah. You think somebody from the royal family is going to jail? Come on.
Yeah. That's tough, man.
Please. It's never happening.
That's true. All right. Well, anyway, let's get to your boy.
My boy.
Yeah, your boy. The boy.
The boy, not my boy.
That's your guy, man. Hey, you saw him get a Nike braided into the top of his head.
I was for the same thing that I showed you. That was for that night.
Oh.
Yeah.
So why don't you break this down? So apparently Drake is a comedian now.
So Drake is continuing down the road of he doesn't give a fuck about your music interests anymore, guys. Drake is now a comedian. He was at Nike's award night,
Right.
which oddly enough, just looked like a giant concert.
Right.
And they let him do a comedy.
How long was he up there?
I don't know how long his set was, but there's a lot of videos of him doing jokes.
I missed this. I didn't even see this.
So,
but you let me hear some of it. It wasn't terrible. He had a few good ones.
I will say this: his timing's really good.
Yeah,
his timing on his jokes is really good.
His transitions from getting the joke off and moving into the next one, and his tone and how he does it is very by the book.
His delivery is solid. Now, I'm not saying that all the jokes are like make your stomach hurt.
Yeah,
funny, but
it's a few little chuckles here and there.
His delivery was nice.
Right.
His timing was good.
Right.
Like, okay. All right. I can see it. You're not Chappelle. You're not Rob. You're not Art. But like, you can get into a Laugh Factory and
you might get a few off.
Yeah, get a couple off.
Right.
Which
you think we're gonna see more rappers getting into comedy?
Like
you don't think so?
Rappers take themselves too seriously.
I wonder how T.I.'s doing. I know that he was doing a pretty decent. He's got like a whole little set that's just like rolling around. Like a whole
I forgot about that.
Yeah. As far as I know, he's still doing it.
Most rappers take themselves way too seriously to put themselves in a position where anybody can laugh at them.
Yeah, you might be right about that. I would like to see. Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's like the chances of us seeing more rappers turn comedians is probably slim to none.
It's very slim.
Yeah, and Drake being who he is.
Yeah, Drake being who he is. That's honestly like it's like oh no, it's just more bags,
right?
More tricks that I got in my bag.
More life
to get more bags, more life. Yeah. That's us.
I got you. What else is going on in the world, man?
Kanye West won't stop posting on Instagram.
He's still at it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I got him muted, man. I got him muted and blocked on every social platform that I get on.
Yeah. Kanye's just Kanye, man. I'm not gonna go into great detail, but pretty much, I think he is trying to sue Adidas.
With the Adidas thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, he's trying to sue Adidas at this point. Which don't get me wrong.
Did you see the shoes?
Why he wants to sue?
Yeah, did you see the shoes?
Yes.
You see how they look? You
yes.
feel like he got a leg to stand on?
I would argue Adidas hadn't came up with a design like anywhere close to that
ever
before the G.
Yeah. No, that's real. And I understand that, but even in business, man, it's just like, okay, somebody who created, because you see that all the time, especially in fashion. Somebody creates one type of shoe, and another person can create a shoe that looks similar to it.
Yeah, but Adidas was doing some other shit, and I guess we're deep diving this. Adidas was doing some other shit that is like, okay, this is a little funky.
Right.
So Adidas had Yeezy Day, where they re-released a whole bunch of old Yeezys.
Right.
Kanye was like, yo, I ain't got shit to do with it.
Yeah. Nah, stay away from that, man. So do you think they'll make it right?
No.
I don't think so either.
No. You look back at
he's going through the same shit with Gap too, though.
Gap's got a chance to fix things. I don't have faith in that either. But you look at Adidas' history, and how they have used the culture for profit and not really given equal share of that profit to the individuals that were part of them getting into the culture. Like, look at what is Adidas originally famous for?
3 Stripes.
3
Stripes. But when that came out, that was with Run DMC.
Run DMC.
Right. Yeah.
You look at Run DMC and you tell me that they didn't deserve a cut.
Oh, 1,000%.
A major cut.
You associated Adidas with hip hop because of that.
Give a fuck about Adidas until hip hop.
That's a fact. Yeah. And this is like you guys would like to use us to bring yourself into the culture, but you don't want to allow us to continue to.
You don't want us to profit on your profits.
Right. Yeah, that is.
Even though without us, the profits are minimal.
Yeah. Why does it always seem like doing business with some of these companies is like, it seems like doing the right thing is always so far-fetched?
Because for a very long time, and I'll talk about this, for a very long time, screwing people over has gone wildly overlooked.
Oh, as far as business is concerned?
100%, especially when it comes to minorities.
Yeah. And I hear that from what I understand is just like that's screwing people over is standard.
100%.
That's what, like, when you talk about these music contracts and all of these artists that ended up coming out and they're always like, yo, like, this is messed up. Y'all are doing me wrong. I want to sue. Mm-hmm. And it just seems like that just is the standard. Like, the contracts are written just like this for us to screw you over. And 10 years later or 5 years later, you're going to be mad and you're going to be trying to sue.
Right.
And it's just like,
we're going to keep screwing you.
Yeah. Just, man, they got to be making, they got to be making the craziest amount of money. It's gotta be so much money that there's no way that we would ever change this.
Yeah.
I get it. I know it sounds very black and white.
I don't. So I think it's one. It's the amount of money, but it's two. It's like we ain't had to pay the consequences yet. So why the fuck would we change our ways?
Yeah, it's like when you find out you have to pay taxes. When originally it's like, well, why would I?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
If there was no penalty for not paying taxes,
nobody would.
It'd be a whole lot of motherfuckers not doing it.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. That makes sense. What else is going on? Oh, did you see? You see something about a new law that's coming into effect?
Yeah, let me pull it back.
I know I sound like an idiot.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was looking at my fantasy football score.
Football season is here. I can't even be mad at you.
Hey,
this man got the jersey on right now.
Wait a minute. Bears victory.
Shout out to the Chicago Bears. Y'all looking good this year?
Probably not, but
gotta have hope,
I just got to throw that out there.
Gotta have hope. I respect it.
I won one of my parlays. Most of them went to shit. That's fucking bad. Bad week for betting.
Sorry.
Bad fucking week for betting.
Sorry to hear that, man. It is what it is.
But yeah, so my wife has actually been talking about this all week. So
yeah, a lot of women are concerned about this.
So effective January 1st, 2023, Illinois will no longer accept cash bonds.
Okay.
Cash bails, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So pretty much for a list of crimes, and the post that I have, I don't think it has the list of crimes.
It says the 12 non-detainable offenses: second-degree murder, aggravated battery, arson without bail, as well as drug-induced homicide, kidnapping, burglary, robbery, intimidation, aggravated DUI, aggravated fleeing and eluding, drug offenses, and threatening a public official.
So let me explain this for people that aren't aware of what this law is. So basically, an individual can be arrested still for committing these crimes.
Right.
But what's going to happen is they're going to get processed and they're going to get immediately released.
Right.
The reason why people are looking at this as sketchy is because, all right, now people are flight risks. I kind of want to dive into this a little bit.
Yeah, we should.
One of two things. Either, yes, they flee the state and they never come back. They're no longer going to be a threat in that state if they have to flee to stay out of the jail time if they're guilty.
True.
But they will be a risk wherever they go.
Yeah.
Two, there are plenty of people that get out on bail.
Right.
That still show up to court because they don't have the means to be a flight risk.
Okay, I get what you're saying. That makes sense.
Most of the people that get denied bail, it's like really, really, really serious, heinous, terrifying crimes.
Right.
Like a first-degree murder, a mass murder or something like that.
Yeah. Nah,
you may not flee the country, but you're a risk to society.
Yeah, so you probably, it's no bond or a crazy bond in general.
And the other instances where bond and bail are denied is when there is an extremely wealthy individual that has the means to be able to get out of the country and not come back.
Right, so we don't want you to have that opportunity to escape these consequences.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
I do understand where people are a little scared because it kind of seems like it's like, oh, we're, as my wife put it, she's like, well, it's just going to turn into the purge. It's like, no, like people are still going to have to deal with consequences of doing these crimes. Yeah,
true, but it's just like, I think the risk and the things that people are worried about is like the extreme side of it. Like if somebody, well, let me see. Let me check some of these offenses again. Because if we're talking, let's say if we're talking about second degree murder.
Do you know the difference between first and second degree murder?
I don't remember actually off top.
Premeditated versus not premeditated.
Okay. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't anything that, I guess, I get what you're saying.
I did kill someone intentionally.
Right.
But I did not go into that situation with that being the course of action I planned on taking.
Okay. So do you feel like that risk exists, like for people to understand what's going to happen if they commit some of these offenses and they're free to do whatever afterwards? Do you feel like there's any risk in this at all?
They're not free to do whatever they want to do. They are still subject to the law. They are still subject to the regular sentencing jail time of these crimes. The only difference is while they are awaiting their hearing, they're free to walk the streets.
I got you. Okay. I guess when you break it down like that, it doesn't sound bad. And if you don't understand all of the details behind it, then you could definitely hear that and be like, oh, shit, so everybody's just going to do what they want to do now and not really.
Understanding the judicial system is very important when it comes to stuff like this.
Right.
It's just like, oh, so I could just do whatever I want. There's no consequence anymore. No.
Right.
You act like that if you want to.
Yeah,
you'll be in jail real fucking fast.
Yeah. That makes sense. And I wonder if you get arrested again in between those times for something else. Does that change it?
It's
you know what I'm saying? Because obviously
probably not. Honestly, probably not for as far as the cash bail thing is concerned. They may be able to deny bail at that point. It's like, all right, this person is a menace.
Okay, well, check this out. Even so, what about for because we're talking about aggravated DUI, right?
Sure.
Okay, a lot of the times when people are pulled over for DUIs, there is a chance that they can do it again right after,
100%.
and you could end up killing people that way. So I feel like that's a terrible risk that we not.
So the DUI thing, and granted, there's probably details that still need to be
true
ironed out
right
from all this, but it's not so that you get pulled over, you get hit with a DUI, you are going to jail that night.
Facts.
You are getting processed.
Facts.
Once processing is done, they are releasing you.
Facts.
I'm imagining from the time of all of that,
you'll
be sober.
Yeah, true. But then you got.
I would imagine that they're not releasing you until you're sober.
Okay, I get what you're saying. All right, that makes sense. I got you.
But I can understand. I can understand where everybody has a concern, and it's like, okay, why are they doing this? They're trying to minimize the amount of money being spent in the prison system, the overnight jail system.
Right? Isn't it also racially based as well?
100%.
Okay. Huh.
100%.
Huh. Interesting. I wonder if that, and I guess that does make sense. If you're trying to change the systematic racial system that seems to be in effect, it's just like, all right, well, let's stop making it even more difficult for these people to be out of jail. Because if something does happen, people make mistakes or people do commit crimes. But it's just like, fam, now these people are stuck in jail. Sometimes a lot of people, are, depending on what the crime is or what's going on, people can be stuck in jail for up to years before they even actually go through their actual case.
Well, there's been instances where literally that happens.
Yeah.
Where you get arrested, you don't have the money to be able to post bail.
Right.
And you don't get a hearing for years.
Yeah, that's insane. That and when you break that part down, that definitely makes sense. I could see that being a help.
And if you're innocent, that happens to you.
That's the part. That was the part that I was defending when I was having a conversation with somebody. It was just like, yo, like what? Like you realize how many people get put in jail that are innocent, and if they don't have the cash to get themselves out, they're just there until it's time for their case to come up.
Right.
And
now you've spent 3.5 years in jail, and it's like, oh, not guilty.
Yeah, that's dead time.
Like, yo, wait a minute.
Yeah, they don't always count, and even if you are found guilty, they don't always count that time served. Not always.
Yeah, not always.
So You
need a good lawyer to get that counted as time served.
Right. Yeah, that's facts. So I saw a lot of people responding to it about, all right, cool, I'm out. I ain't about to stay in Chicago anymore, or stay in Illinois. Period. You know what I mean? So.
In other news, O Block was purchased.
I'm sorry?
O Block was purchased.
By who?
That part I don't know if that was released, but it is scheduled for demolition.
Really?
Yep. They finna gentrify O Block.
Are you serious?
Dead.
That's crazy. It's like you realize obviously we know about the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. For those who don't, it's not a very good neighborhood.
It's not nice over there.
Yeah, at all. But it's like, man, it's like you push people to those places.
Yeah.
They become what they become.
Yeah.
And then you don't provide the resources or anything over there.
The replacement of families is supposed to begin the beginning of 2023.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I would be very curious on where a lot of those individuals end up. A lot of people talking about South suburbs.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. So,
right.
I'd be interested to see where things land in the next, we'll call it 10 months.
Yeah, I will be. Yeah, I'm actually keep an eye on that. If I see any news about that, I'm going to actually look into that. Yeah. I would like to see, and I think in the next couple of years, we'll be able to see how that affects the community.
Yeah.
As a whole.
Especially because Joliet was a huge
facts.
Huge replacement area.
Oh, facts.
When Cabrini Green went down.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, I don't want to sound like a certain type of people when I highlight certain points, but it is going to be interesting to see.
Yeah,
it really is. So that's crazy, and it's world fucked up. There's a lot. It's been a lot of wild ass news out there.
So it's a lot of things happening, man. Yeah. A lot of things.
Did you? Never mind. It's like if I want to get into the wild shit, it's gonna sound. You heard about the guy who cut his girlfriend's head off with a sword?
No, what?
He cut his girlfriend's head off in the middle of the street with a sword, brother.
You know,
it's look, and I don't even want to. I don't want to turn it into that kind of pod, but it's a lot of crazy shit going on.
There's a lot of crazy shit, but I do have a saying. I would rather keep a machete in the backseat of my car than a bat.
Yeah,
because
you got a machete though. That's the funny part. That's the funny part about it. Yo, it's wild out here, bro.
Because regardless of like the interaction, it's like, yo, if like we get into like a bumper to bumper and it's like, all right, we yelling at each other, and I go to my car and I get a bat, the individual on the other side is like, yo, I got a bat too. We can do this.
Nigga, that ain't real. That nigga has a gun.
But if I come out and I have a machete,
you can cut the bullets in half so they don't hit you.
No, you gonna look at me and say,
"Oh, the appearance." Okay, right. I got you. Like he not
all the things
you can have a gun too, but you don't have one of those. You got a machete. You not wound too tight.
You have a machete,
right?
And you chose that.
Yeah. I get you. That makes some sense.
Yo, I'm cutting your hand off.
Right.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, bro. It's wild out there.
I learned that from my Trini friends.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Shout out to Trinidad.
Shout out to Trinidad.
Quick question before, because I'm sure we made some decent time. Where we at on time?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Man, do you... Yeah, I always do that shit. Bro, the world's going crazy.
Motherfuckers been crazy. What the fuck you talking about?
And it's only gonna. It seems like it's only getting worse. Like the mental health thing is a very real thing.
100%. We don't say this shit for nothing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We probably have to talk off camera.
You don't want to get too depressed.
No, it's not that. Honestly, I really have to battle with trying to devote some of the things that I do want to share and I don't want to share. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
And it's just like, I know that we should talk about personal things that we're going through more and where our mind goes and whatnot. And obviously, I've always been on the mental health side, 1,000%. So I don't know, man. It's getting wild out there, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe. Y'all make sure y'all protect yourselves, love each other and stuff. This has been another episode of the Gentlemen's Club Podcast. We back though.